Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And we're going to use the beautiful Divine Masculine Polar Secret Step by Divine Serendipity. And such a powerful message came through earlier today about the eagle. The eagle bringing in a message about this Gemini season, bringing twin flames together, bringing in communication, opening those doors. So if you haven't watched it already, make sure you watch that from earlier today. But right now we're going to connect with what the masculines are going through or what the feminines are going through. It's what your person wants to say to you. So remember that, if you're a masculine tapping in and you're thinking, what's my feminine thinking? This is a reading for you. If you're a feminine tapping in, thinking, what's my masculine thinking today? This reading is for you. Why ever you've jumped in, even if you're just wanting to get with your crush or your soulmate, this will give you a message you need to know. And this polar deck, it goes within the yin and the yang. So it brings up the positive things and the negative things, the things they love and the things they hate, the things they struggle with, the things they're dealing with, the things they are healing. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So let's connect then and see what we need to know. So what's the message today? What's the message? What do they want to share? They are definitely coming back to you. That came through earlier very clearly. But what do they want you to know in this reading today? So the message coming through today for you is, I've never met anyone like you before. And they will never meet anyone like you again. And they know that. This is a lot like, Baby in Dirty Dancing when she says to Johnny, I'm afraid of walking out of this room and never feeling for my whole life the way I feel when I'm with you. And that's exactly how this love is. Your person is saying to you, I've never met anyone like you before. That's why they feel so vulnerable, because they've never felt this way before. It makes them feel vulnerable. It's intense. It's scary. Their feelings overwhelm them. They don't know what to do with them. So they run from you. They hide from you. They pretend they don't care. They try and get on with life, but they can never forget you or move on from you because they've never known anyone like you. And that's what they want you to know. I've never met anyone like you before, and that's why I'll return. But I am learning my lessons, and they are learning dark lessons, lessons that grow their soul. Things that push them into a dark night of the soul. And you've opened them up to those lessons because you're their perfect mirror. You mirror back to them what they need to heal. You mirror back to them what they need to change and work on to be their greatest version for their mission, to be able to be your equal in this lifetime, to be able to be your equal partner in this lifetime, to be good enough for you. They are learning their lessons, and when they are learning their lessons, you're learning yours because you are mirrors. I've never met anyone like you before because through you, I'm learning my lessons. And I'm haunted with regret. Now, this come up the other day. Their biggest regret, their deepest regret, their biggest challenge right now is the fact that they've lost you. They feel that way. I don't want to lose you. I'm afraid of losing you. I can't lose you. I'm haunted with regret. I'm thinking about the past. This is a lesson they are currently learning. Going over the past. Why did I behave that way? Why did I do that, say that, act that way? Why did I act like a fool? Because you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I've never met anyone like you before, and I know I won't again. Because we are meant to be. I'm haunted with regret about the way I've treated you. And I'm curious and watching you from afar. So again, same energy. This came in on Saturday. Them saying to you, I'm watching you. I'm watching your social media because I'm curious. I want to know if you've moved on. I want to know who you're spending time with. I don't want you with anyone else. I don't want to lose you. I'm curious and watching you because I want to move towards you. And this is such a powerful message as well because I feel they could be driving past your house. They could be watching you at work. They could be in the same community as you. It's not just about social media. Especially if you're thinking, well, I haven't got social media, Liz, so what about me? They are watching you anyway. They're watching you from afar. They're watching you in their minds. They're dreaming about you. They're astrally projecting to you because they're curious what you're doing because they've never met anyone like you and they're afraid they're losing you. And you make them nervous because no one has ever made them nervous before. Why? Because they've never met anyone like you before. You make me nervous. You make me act strange. And it's not that you're making them do anything. They are responding and reacting to you. So their body reacts to you very powerfully. And it responds to you very powerfully. They get turned on by you. They get nervous, weak at the knees. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. So they can act like a fool. They can run away. They can hide because they're afraid. They're afraid of messing it up. They're afraid of losing you. And that's their biggest regret. And that's what they are filled with right now. I'm haunted with regret. I'm haunted. And haunted is when they can't stop thinking about you. When you're constantly on their mind. Maybe they're thinking about ghosting you. They're regretting that. Remember, they never ghost you. They're always processing. But they may have left you on read. They may have not replied. They may have disappeared. They may have not acted the way they wanted to in that moment. And they are haunted with regret over that. So I definitely feel this is also them regretting the way they've done things. Maybe they just, didn't speak to you again for months and months. Or, they walked away and they didn't give you an explanation. Or they didn't really say anything. And that's haunting them because they're thinking, why did I do that? Why? And this is the lesson that they are learning because you make them nervous. No one's ever made me nervous before. I'm curious, I'm watching you, I'm wondering what you're doing, who you're with, who you're spending time with because you make me nervous. I'm nervous because I'm haunted with regret. I've never met anyone like you before and I don't want to lose you. So a lot of healing going on. And because we had earlier the eagle messages coming through, I'm going to bring in the divine masculine comes home. So what do they intend to do about all of this? One card jumping out, one on front. The message is now. The time is now. If you're thinking, when are they filled with regret? They're filled with regret now. If you're thinking, when are they learning the lessons? When are they realizing all these things? When are they watching me? They're doing it all now. Because they want you to rely on them. They want you to rely on them. And if you haven't been able to rely on them because they've messed you around, walked away, hurt you, ghosted you, denied you, blocked you, behaved like a fool, they are going to make up for that because your person is saying, you can rely on me. You can rely on me now. You can rely on me to do it the right way, to apologize, to make it right, to fix it, because I'm not going to let you go. And they are haunted by you. So you don't have to do anything but be you. Shine your light bright. Remember your truth. Remember who you are. And they may also be haunted by you because they may have got into a situation they regret. They may be in a karmic relationship. They may be married. They may have kids. They may have all these things. And they won't ever regret those children, or they won't regret the lessons they've been learning. But they regret staying there for so long. And this card's moving on top of the deck. Look at this. I'm forever yours. I'm forever yours. You're everything to me. No matter what, you're everything to me. We've made mistakes, but it's okay. And these cards are moving on top of the deck. You see, they're the wrong way round and these are the right way round. So I'm going to bring them in. I'm not feeling strong enough or confident enough to approach you yet. So give them time. I struggle to open up and express my truest, deepest feelings, but I want to. So remember, you make them nervous because you make them feel things deep within. And they want to open up, but they sometimes struggle with that. And that's why they're gaining strength and confidence to approach you. How do we know each other so well? How do you see straight through me? It's like you're reading my mind. It freaks me out and I feel so exposed. These are the questions they're asking themselves. This is why you make them feel nervous, because you see straight into their soul. You see straight through them. You see beyond the masks and the illusion. It's like you're reading their mind. You know the truth and it freaks them out because they've never felt that before. They've never experienced that with anyone else before. And it makes them feel vulnerable. It makes them feel exposed. So they act like a fool and they run away. And they struggle to open up, but you see into them anyway. And they're like, wow, what does this mean? So they need to feel strong in your presence and confident enough to approach you, because you make them feel nervous and you make them feel vulnerable. So give them time to move forward to you, and they will, because they want you to rely on them. And you won't ever need to rely on anyone because you reconnect with self and source. And that's what you learn on this journey. You learn on this journey to connect with self and source for everything you need because they let you down, or because you expect them to be there for you, or because you're relying on them too much. So they get pulled away from you or they walk away from you. So you learn to rely on God because God is your source and God is your Father and God is your creator. So you can rely on him to give you what you need. But your person wants to step up so when you need them, they'll be there. So you can rely on them to reply to you and communicate and be with you and show up for you and be around you the right way. And that's what they want. So you can rely on them today. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.